Listen to me. Stop scrolling right now. I want you to look at your life, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. Are you living the life you were born to live, or are you just settling for a shadow of what's possible? You've been looking for the secret. You've been looking for that one miracle, that one person, that one lucky break to come along and change everything. You spent years waiting, years wondering why some people seem to have it all, while you feel like you're constantly pushing a boulder uphill. You feel the pain. I know you do. It's that gnawing feeling in the pit of your stomach late at night when the world is quiet and you realize you aren't where you said you'd be 5 years ago. You're stressed. You're overwhelmed. You feel like life is happening to you. You blame the economy. You blame your boss. You blame your upbringing. You blame the lack of time. You have a story for every failure and a justification for every should that you never turned into a reality. You are suffering because there is a massive gap between your blueprint, the way you think life should be, and your reality, the way life is right now. When that gap exists and you feel like you have no control to change it, that is where your pain lives. But here is the life lesson that has changed millions of lives. And if you hear me today, it will change yours forever. Your problem is not your life. Your problem is your psychology. The world does not determine your happiness. Your bank account does not determine your peace of mind. Your circumstances do not determine your destiny. Your state determines your destiny. Most people are living their lives as a reaction to external events. If the sun is out, they feel good. If it rains, they feel bad. If they get a compliment, they're happy. If they get criticized, they're devastated. That is a weak way to live. That is being a passenger in your own life. If you want to take the wheel, you have to understand that success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. You don't need more how-to. You need more who am I in this moment. The secret to changing your life is state management. You have to be able to change how you feel in a heartbeat regardless of what is happening around you. This isn't some positive thinking fluff. This is about the triad of state. 3 specific scientifically backed forces that control your internal world. If you master these 3, you master your life. The first force is your physiology. Look at yourself right now. How are you sitting? How are you breathing? If you are slumped over, looking down at your phone with shallow breaths, you are literally signaling to your brain to feel depressed and weak. You cannot feel like a titan while your body looks like a victim. It is physically impossible. Your body is the fastest tool you have to change your mind. If you want to feel powerful, you have to move your body powerfully. Stand up, pull your shoulders back, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Change your facial expression. Motion creates emotion. When you change your physiology, you change the biochemical cocktail in your blood. You drop the cortisol and you spike the testosterone and endorphins. You don't wait to feel like a winner to act like one. You act like a winner until your brain has no choice but to believe you. The second force is your focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. What are you focusing on right now? Are you focusing on what you can't control? Are you focusing on what's missing? Are you focusing on everything that could go wrong? If that's your focus, of course you're miserable. Your brain is a deletion machine. It can only process a fraction of reality. If you focus on the wall, you're going to hit the wall. Successful people focus on what they can control. They focus on the solution. They focus on the mission. They ask empowering questions. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Which is a garbage question that gives you a garbage answer. They ask, how can I use this? What can I learn from this? How can I turn this setback into a massive setup for a comeback? Your life is a reflection of what you consistently focus on. Shift your focus to what you want, not what you fear. The third force is your language. The words you use create the meaning you give to your life. And nothing in life has any meaning except the meaning you give it. If you say I'm devastated when you should say I'm a little annoyed, you are creating an emotional hurricane in your own mind. You are using words that are too big for the problem. Your habitual vocabulary determines your emotional reality. Are you overwhelmed or are you challenged? Are you failing or are you learning? The stories you tell yourself about your life become your life. If you tell a story that you're a victim, you will be a victim. If you tell a story that you are the architect of your destiny, you will build a masterpiece. Change your words and you change your world. But listen to me, because this is the climax. This is where the rubber meets the road. All the state management in the world won't save you if you don't raise your standards. Most people live their lives based on shoulds. I should lose weight. I should be more productive. I should start that business. I should be a better partner. Should is a weak, pathetic word People don't do their shoulds, they do their musts. Think about it. There are things in your life right now that are non-negotiable. You must pay your rent. You must feed your kids. You must show up to work. Because those are musts. You find a way. You become resourceful. You become a force of nature. The reason you are stuck is that your dreams are still shoulds. You have to turn those shoulds into musts. You have to decide right here and now that you will no longer tolerate mediocrity. You have to decide that you will no longer tolerate the excuses you've been making for why you aren't where you want to be. Your life is a direct reflection of your standards. If you want a better life, you have to demand more from yourself than anyone else could ever expect. You get what you tolerate. If you tolerate being broke, you'll stay broke. If you tolerate being out of shape, you'll stay out of shape. If you tolerate a toxic relationship, you'll stay in one. Stop tolerating garbage. Draw a line in the sand and say no more. This is your life. This is the only one you get. The clock is ticking. Every second you spend in a weak state, every second you spend focusing on the problem, every second you spend using the language of a victim, you are robbing the world of your greatness. You are betraying your potential. You think you have time? You don't have time. The person you could have been is looking at the person you are right now, and they are screaming for you to wake up. I want you to get angry. Not at the world, not at your parents, not at the government. Get angry at your own complacency. Get angry at the fact that you've been settling for crumbs when you were meant to have the whole feast. Use that intensity, use that fire. The life lesson that changed millions is this: you have the power to choose. You can choose your state. You can choose your focus. You can choose your meaning. You can choose your standards. And the moment you choose to make your success a must, the universe moves out of your way. Now, I am demanding massive action from you, not a thought, not a plan, action. I want you to do 3 things right now. 1, change your physiology. Stand up, move your body, breathe. Get into a peak state right now where you feel like you could run through a brick wall. 2, decide what your new must is. What is the one thing you are going to change today? Not tomorrow, today. What is the standard you are raising? 3, take one massive action toward that must in the next 10 minutes. I don't care if it's an email, a phone call, a workout, or a purchase. Do something that proves to your brain that the old you is dead and the new you is in charge. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are your current state and your future vision. Go out there and dominate. Stop talking about it and be it. This is your moment. Your life starts now. Go, go, go.